Hello everybody and welcome to the Rose Tarocles. My name is Rose and today we will be doing a reading for the zodiac sign of Taurus. During this reading, please take what resonates with you and leave the rest. Now, since this is a general reading, it may not resonate with you 100%, okay? If this is the case, please do not hesitate to watch the videos for your moon, rising and Venus signs to get a better picture of the message Spirit is guiding you towards. If you wish to contact me, all my details are in the description box below. Finally, I thank God, Source, the Universe, all the archangels and angels of love and light, all the spirits and spirit guides of love and light for guiding me to finally share my gifts with you. If you like your readings, please do not hesitate to like, share and subscribe to my channel. So Taurus, let's get started. I've shuffled, meditated over and prayed over your cards as well. So let's see what Spirit has in store for you for the month of March 2020. I can't believe 2019 has passed away so quickly, and here we are in 2020. Okay, so let us take a look, shall we, Taurus? What is going on in your life in the month of March 2020? So coming to the reading, I can see that you're asked to have a lot of faith because you're going through some kind of situation in your life at the moment that is causing you a lot of grief. Yes, you are faced with a lot of options. You want to do a lot of things, but from what I can see, it's causing you a lot of stress. Why is it causing you a lot of stress? Perhaps because you're confused. Perhaps because you feel as though you do not know which door to open or what to pursue or what to do. I think you are at the moment quite confused and not in the right state of mind. You feel a bit depressed because whatever because something has come to an end. Because something has come to an end. What has come to an end, Taurus? I thought the card had turned, but no. So, let's take a look. I just want to confirm something. Looks like your relationship has come to an end. You feel it's something to do with the relationship or with some kind of conflict regarding your relationship that has come to an end because somebody here was a bit too scattered from what I can see. Yeah, they had so many options and they wanted to explore all the options without giving much consideration to the other person. One person in this relationship, it's either you or your partner in this relationship, was very depressed. It's more like the energy was seeped out of this person because this relationship was quite and very codependent. So one partner here was pulling the energy of the other person and the other person was giving too much. So it pulled back, yeah? Somebody over here has pulled back in this relationship and is causing the other person a lot of anxiety. Yes, because one person has gone inside and is taking a look at this relationship, how it is, and looking at it for what it is, as is, the reality of the situation. So perhaps somebody in this relationship, darling, somebody in this relationship was perhaps very frivolous on the outside, yes, not paying attention to the relationship at hand. Yeah? They were much more interested in people outside of this relationship, which has caused their partner a lot of sorrow, a lot of pain. Yes, this relationship was not based on friendship. Yeah, at least from one side. One person wanted friendship to start this relationship on a stable base with a stable beginning. Yeah, but the other person was a bit too frivolous. And this has caused somebody over here a lot of anxiety. Now, you or somebody else wants a reunion. They want to come back into this relationship, or you want this relationship back on its feet again. But you need to cause, somebody over here needs to sort out themselves, basically. Yeah. It's time to move away from the past behaviors. It's time to move away from the past patterns. Because I see this has been going on for quite a while. And somebody over here is not willing to change on with God. Because this relationship is very codependent. Somebody over here is dependent on the other person for what? It is time to take care of yourself and to pay attention to yourself in terms of be emotionally stable, you know. You need to find your balance in terms of your emotions, yeah, be emotionally stable. Sometimes Taurus can come across a bit controlling because that's what they are, a bit of a bull and a bully. But they're very loving and big-hearted, yes, don't get me wrong. But now here somebody may have come across as very controlling, yeah, there may have been negative patterns and negative behaviors which needs to be changed. You need to identify what triggers the conflict in this relationship and that needs to be changed. Now if somebody has been repeating these behaviors and do not see themselves changing, there's no point, yes, you have to make a decision now. And you're asking the universe for answers and the universe tells you the answers you seek are coming. Yes. You feel as though you're being pulled in two directions. Why do you feel that way? You feel as though you're being pulled in two directions. You want to go in some other direction, but actually you're being pulled back into something where you do not want to be. So make up your mind. Yes. It's time to make a decision, transition. It's time to transition into the next phase of your life. You're thinking about what you want to do, yeah, or what you want to achieve that gets you complete wish fulfillment, and you want to stay true to that path, and you're going to communicate that to your partner, that you wish to do something that you've always wanted to do. From what I can see, it is time. It is time to clear all the negativity, as I said before, yes, repeating itself, yes, and to move away from any negative behaviors, negative patterns that you or your partner may be repeating over and over again. So it's not causing it's not leading you towards change. It's not leading you towards a transition that needs to take place, because you've been stuck in the same old cycle over and over again. This needs to completely break down and change in order for change to come in. Hmm? Um, there are some baggages of the past of a year that you're not letting go yet. Yes, you need to drop it. That baggage here is triggering this behavior inside you or your partner. I can see it's coming on your side. Yeah? Your partner is looking for change. You're looking for change. So what's the problem? What is the problem? There's every chance for you to come together again. Yes, after you have cleared the air, after all the conflicts have been resolved, after there is a decision that has been made, the past has remained in the past and not to be repeated, because the cycle is ongoing, round and round, like a, you don't know what you call it, merry-go-round. It's going round and round like a merry-go-round. Okay, surrender to the divine. So whatever it is in your past, make peace with it and move forward, and you will see how the conflict disappears, because it will cause an internal change inside of you. Okay? Alright, my darling Taurus. It's either you or your partner, but I will confirm that. I think it's you. There's something over here that needs to change, yes. It's causing you a lot of, because every time you go back into the loop, you realize that it's causing you a lot of pain. But in the moment, in the heat of the moment, when you're doing something that's triggering this conflict in the relationship, you don't realize it. It's only later that you realize it. So this needs to change, because it's pushing your partner away and away, or it's pushing you away and away. Now, the universe is telling you, yeah, that divine timing is at work in your love life. Divine timing is at work in your love life. So everything that's happening is triggering, yeah, a bit of a change, but it's happening slowly. It also depends on how you realize the triggers in your relationship that cause this conflict. It's a conflict. It's a conflict, it's an argument, yeah, that keeps popping up every now and again. It's to do with your past behaviors, past patterns. Okay, whatever baggage is there of the past, it needs to be dropped. Somebody over here is not willing to change the way they behave, their patterns, yeah, they keep repeating it, and the other person now is giving up on them. There needs to be a conversation, open and honest conversation here. Be a bit flirty, be a bit witty, but somebody over here is quite experienced, and they know what is behind all this, because these words have been spoken over and over again. Maybe somebody over here has done their due diligence at being naughty and just apologizes and thinks that things can go on as they are. But no, somebody over here has wisened up and is saying, no, enough is enough, and time to change is here. It's causing you a lot of pain, it's causing you a lot of anguish, it's causing you a lot of anxiety as well, but you're willing to work on yourself and the relationship. For somebody here is at least. Somebody here is not willing to change. Somebody over here justifies themselves every now and then, or most of the time, by the looks of it. Somebody over here is used to justifying their actions, yeah, or their misbehaviors, and the other person over here is very upset and is not willing to accept anything more from the other, because I think they have had enough. I think they have had enough and they want to put the whole thing to rest. By the looks of it, they're not only willing to put the conflict to rest, they're willing to put the relationship to rest. Because I think somebody over here has had enough. Is it you, Taurus, or is it your partner? Somebody over here just wants some peace and solitude. They do not want to engage in conversations with the other anymore, because this conflict could have arisen also because of financial constraints. Money, clarified here, yeah. Money could have been a major issue in this relationship that brought this relationship down, because somebody over here was not willing to change their ways or contribute sparingly to the relationship. Somebody here was not willing to work or something of the sort, broken promises, etc., etc. So somebody over here is very upset and is not happy with the situation, and this in turn, over a period of time, by the looks of it, has destroyed this relationship completely. Mismanagement of finances. Not only that, a lot of other things may have been involved, and the universe also says it's time to release negativity. There's some deep-seated negativity in this relationship that needs to be released because of money. Yeah, it may have been ongoing for quite a while, and there may have been a lot of festering. Yeah, perhaps someone may have been making promises. Yes, they will provide for this and that, and they will contribute for this and that, but they haven't been doing so. In fact, they have been falling back and coming across as irresponsible. I don't care attitude. Yes. Always remember, you have to pay the bills first before you try and invest in anything else. Yes. The basic necessities has to be covered. Yes. There shouldn't be any kind of ego or high-handedness, like, oh really, I don't have this kind of things, even though you don't have money. The thing is, you need to be humbled. Yeah, somebody over here needs to be humble enough to accept the situation instead of being very high-handed and very arrogant. This has destroyed the relationship by the looks of it. Somebody just wants it over. Somebody over here, either you or your partner, wants this relationship to be over. Yeah, and the universe is urging you to surrender to the divine, and it's time to release all the negativity that's inside you. This negative behavior, irresponsible behavior, I don't give a damn behavior, yes, taking people for granted behavior. It all needs to be released, darling. Yes, and also they say to give your relationship a chance. What they mean by that is to work on your partnership. That's what the romance angels are telling you. It depends on you. Excuse me. It depends on you whether you want to work on this relationship or not. Because I can see so much negativity in this relationship. It may have been a long-standing relationship with this person of yours. You may have a kid or pets or something of the sort involved in this relationship. So be careful. It's very clear over here that you are suffering from financial mismanagement, lack of finances, and is causing a lot of disturbance and conflicts in your relationship. Yes, is giving rise to arguments. Yes, festering negative emotions has been happening for a while. I can see. All this needs to let go. There has to be open and honest communication over here. Yeah, converse with each other honestly. Somebody over here wants to just walk out of this relationship because it's causing them nothing but depression. It's causing them sadness. It's causing them pain. Somebody over here needs to grow up. Somebody definitely needs to grow up and take responsibility for this relationship. It is not just fun, right? So, if you can release all the negativity, you could perhaps save this relationship, but it depends on you and your situation personally. If there's violence involved, there is no need to stay in a relationship filled with violence, okay? So, if your relationship is alright, where you can still talk with each other, then it's okay to give your relationship a chance, okay? Now, somebody wants to walk out of this relationship because of a child that's involved in this relationship. It's affecting the well-being of the child from the looks of it. Yes. So, as I said before, if you're in such bad shape, yeah, we have no money, first, put lives ahead of anything else. So pay your bills for the baby first if you have a kid or pet or child or children or family, right? Make sure they're provided for first with the little amount of money you have, and then pay your bills little by little. Have a bit of a restructuring going on, you know. Have a conversation with your banks or whatever, where you pay your bills for. Yeah, put the needs, the basic needs first before squandering your money about. Somebody over here is quite irresponsible with the money. It's a bit of a spendthrift, so be careful of that. And I think it's time to reorganize yourself and your life, and to put things in perspective and to see things as they are. There is love in this relationship, but there's too much negativity arising from lack of finances that has been festering, that both partners have been having negative emotions, words are running too fast in my head, negative emotions festering inside them. That's causing a lot of these conflicts, yeah. I also feel there could have been violence involved, physical violence, but be careful. If there's physical violence involved in your relationship, there is no need to stay in this relationship. I need to stop there, because it's quite evident things can only change if if both parties decide together, yeah, to come together and work through it. If you are not willing to work through it together, there is no point pushing this ahead, because it's going to only fester more negativity inside you both. So give each other space, yeah, some space, instead of being on each other's, backs all the time, and look through things realistically, okay? Plan logically. Put the basic needs of your family first. Yes? And then whatever bits are there, extra, save it for the next month. Or spend it on yourself for the basic necessities, yeah? It will take a few months. For example, if you're almost with nothing, yeah, in regards with money, so slowly you will build up over a period of a few months. Sorry, I was looking back. Yes, you have to work on it. You know how to work on it. You'll have to be responsible again, both of you. You'll have to stand up and be responsible again, okay? This reading has a bit of love inside it, but at the same time both parties are torn apart because of this irresponsible behavior that has been going on. The one person has been really selfish, catering to their needs only, and the other person is just fed up of the other person. From what I can see, the person is really fed up. Oh dear. Alright, Taurus, I hope you can get through this, and I hope you will make it through this, because at the end of the day, it's your choice. Yeah, it's your choice what you want to do. And if you want to be in this relationship, be in this relationship. If it's a bit too violent, yeah, for you or your partner, I think it's time to take a break. But if you want to work things out, I think you should put your family first. It depends on you. At the end of the day, it depends on you. Somebody over here wants to end it. Now, let's see what affirmation you have. Forgiveness. No? Forgiveness. It says here, I acknowledge that harboring resentment blocks the flow of love. Talk about it. What is required in this relationship is a whole lot of forgiveness, a bit of forgiveness and a whole lot of forgiveness, from the looks of it. Yeah, say this affirmation before you go to bed and after you wake up first thing in the morning. I acknowledge that harboring resentment blocks the flow of love. Yes? And Archangel Michael says to you, take your time making this decision. So please say this prayer to Archangel Michael. Archangel Michael, please help me stay strong and relaxed as I approach the situation. Remind me to detach and step back, allowing the situation to naturally unfold. Thank you for protecting me. Right? So Taurus, you know your situation best, yes? And I can see if there is love here, it is quite worth saving this relationship, yes? Because if you flip the situation, if there was money in this relationship, yes, I can see that everything, all the negativity would be wiped out. Yeah. So because of lack of money, one person is getting to be very overbearing. Yeah. Perhaps they're taking out their frustrations on their partner. Yes. There's so many things that can go wrong when there's lack of money. But from the reading, I can see one partner is going to just walk away because they have had enough and there's been too much negativity. And over here, the universe is even stating it is time to release negativity and to surrender your worries to the divine, and in fact to find ways to work on your relationship and also to cool down and calm down, right? There may be a lot of nagging, a lot of fights, a lot of conflicts, arguments. It needs to cool down. You need to cut it out. Cut out all the negativity. It's not helping you. It's only making it worse. Right? So Taurus, that's all I have for you. I hope to God that you will work through the situation and make things all right in your life. Yes, and make the right decision. Even Archangel Michael says, take your time making this decision, and your affirmation is forgiveness. Okay? Alright, darling Taurus, thank you for tuning in for your reading for the month of March 2020. And until next time, I love you, I thank you, and God bless.